All right, here we are in a beautiful Dallas-Fort Worth area, Texas morning. Handling several cars in the collection, multiple cars this trip. We've been down here quite a bit over the past couple years to thin the herd a little bit now and then. And what we have here, we'll walk around and tell you about it like we usually do, is a 1969 Chevy Camaro GM High Performance COPO Tribute. Very cool muscle car kind of feel, great looking car. You're definitely not going to pay COPO money for it, so it makes it that much more fun when it comes to enjoyment. You want to drive one, right? Anyway, finished in Hugger Orange, resting on a ground up or body up style restoration. All the suspension's been done. Everything's been gone through, the engine's been rebuilt. Underneath the hood is a legendary big block Chevy big block engine. We'll get into the details in the engine compartment when we get there. 427 Tribute. It has a Muncie 4-speed transmission, a 410 posi rear end on it. Has the COPO suspension or the heavy duty suspension up front. Big stabilizer bar, that type of thing. It has power disc brakes. Overall, nice finish on this car. I'm going to show you a little spot over here, but it's not a huge thing. If I didn't point it out, you wouldn't see it, and most people won't. Great looking body here. You can see it under the lights. Kind of gives you an idea, reflections. Stock style interior, bare bones, 2 keys and a heater, a radio delete. Has a tachometer on the steering column, early 60s Sunpro or late 60s Sunpro style tach. Grab bar on the dash. Firing up a car in the background here. One that's sold and going to be shipped out. Door jamb to door jamb, professional style restoration on it. Again, ground up style. We'll get to the undercarriage like we usually do. GM seat belts, high back bucket seats. Headliner, cargo light works. Really a fun car. Catch reflections here. Doors shut nice. Fits good. Nice stance and feel. Overall, I believe fairly a fresh car. I don't have a lot of documentation on it. We did spend some time decoding the block, the suffix code that's on the block, chassis number and date code. So we'll go over that in the engine compartment with you here. But if you're looking for a bitchin' Camaro that you can drive, that's got a lot of horsepower, serious business kind of thing, Flowmaster style exhaust, huge crossover, big block headers. You can pick it for a little bit of a paint flaw right here. I've got my light on it, you can see it. And just a few little paint flaws along this line here. I'm being critical, but that's what I do. Pick up what I can. No car's perfect or brand new. This is a fun muscle car in every sense. Manual steering, 410 posi in the back. COPO Tribute. Late 60s, early 70s Sunpro style tach. Odometer at the time of inspection here, I believe, is a 36539. Radio delete panel. Hurst 4-speed shifter. We'll fire it up here for you. Very, very healthy. Too much fun. wonderfully presented underneath the hood here as far as a tribute goes. Nicely detailed. It has all the factory markings, that type of thing that would have been on the factory on one of these COPO cars, but it is a tribute. Has long tube headers on it. Big block cylinder heads, obviously. It has an Edelbrock Performer intake manifold on it, air gap style. Has a Holley 4-barrel carburetor on it, just giving you a little peek there. Manual steering, gearbox. Has a MagnaFlow dual exhaust on it. Has a 4-speed transmission. Kind of give you a level of detail underneath here. It's got a good presentation as far as that goes. It says 427 turbojet, 425 horsepower on the air filter, which is the way the COPOs were built. We have decoded the block for you. We have no idea on the internals. We do know that it was freshly rebuilt, as noted by the prior owner. But we don't have any idea on the internals. The block casting is a 3855961. The suffix stamp on the block over behind the alternator there on the top of the block is Tonawanda 0723LB. The date code on the side of the block is F255, which means it would be a 65 block. We'll get back to the office and decode all that for you and kind of give you a feel, and we'll put it in the ad. Quick glance, I'm going to say it's a 396 block, 65. But it is a great running big block with some nice tribute dress. Has power disc brakes up front. We'll fire it up here for you. All right, we got it warmed up for you a little bit here and got it running. A little bit cold-blooded. A lot of horsepower, very healthy sounding. Fun car. And share the trunk with you. Again, along the COPO lines, the limited slip differential way it does have in it, by the way. Jack instructions on the back of the deck. The Hugger orange follows through the rear compartment here with all new weather strips. Bottom side of the trunk pad, much stock style feel. Has a matching spare wheel. There's some GM floor mats in the trunk here. Pans look good on the trunk here on a quick peek. Typical, these things hold moisture. All that is just moisture that's just rust color. Up in the quarters, I can tell that both quarter panels, which would not be unusual, that's actually a good thing. Both quarter panels have been done. If it's rather than the right way to do it is if you have an issue there, to replace them. Full body up or frame or ground up style restoration on it. Authentic in its presentation, so to speak. Factory markings, that kind of thing. Along the tribute lines. Nice dual exhaust. All the springs, fuel tanks, all newer. So totally rebuilt that way. It has Goodyear Polyglass custom wide tread belted tires on it. So period tires, F70 14s. Steel wheels with dog dish hubcaps on it. Has Flowmaster mufflers. Has a great sound. You've already heard it run. Give you a feel here, the undercarriage, that type of thing. We don't have a lift at this location, but we spent some time getting underneath them. We actually got underneath and checked the codes on the date code on the block. You heard me talk about that on the video there. Long tube header, ceramic coated. Has a matching spare in the trunk. Up front here, again, all the suspension's been rebuilt and gone through factory style. Springs, GM disc brakes up front, markings, decals, that kind of thing. Stickers. Front spoiler there. I know the lighting's a little odd, but we'll get you up in there a little bit. Big fat stabilizer bar. Factory style front. Take a look here, manual steering. Basically nothing but horsepower. I think it's a 2.5 or 3 inch exhaust on it. Look there. Wheelhouses all look nice on it. There you go. Thanks for listening to me. Make sure you go to Spud's Garage. Have a great day.